In this lesson, we're going to finish the poll example in which a JavaScript client goes against the Predictions3 service. The important thing about that Predictions3 service, from our point of view, is that it supports all of the CRUD operations so that the predictions can be changed by any client. Furthermore, the Predictions3 service is JavaScript friendly because it will return JSON documents rather than XML or plain text ones. So it's the most flexible of the prediction services. You're looking at the file poll.html. It's included in the working files, and it's the file that's embedded in ajax.war. Let me cut to the quick to why that name is used. Down here at line 4, there's a call in jQuery to the so-called Ajax function. Any function could be used. The term Ajax is not used so much anymore, but at one time it was used to characterize partial page updates. jQuery, that particular JavaScript dialect, has a function with that name, so for emphasis I thought I would use it. Now let me return back up to line 0. As you can see, the displayed URL here goes against the Predictions3 service. It's deployed using Timecap once again, and the important thing is way at the end you can see JSON, so this is a GET request for all of the predictions in JSON format because the JavaScript is going to find that very friendly. Now I'm going to jump around in the code a bit in order to explain the flow of control and the logic. So I'm going to go all the way down to line 9. And you can see down here at line 9, there's a call to $document.ready fetch. Once the browser has created the so-called DOM, in other words, the tree representation of the HTML page, in this case it's relatively straightforward, this function is going to be called by the browser, the ready function. The ready function, in turn, is going to call fetch, which is back up at line 4. In effect, then, that line 9 tells the browser, when you're ready, please invoke my fetch. The fetch, in turn, makes a call to the Ajax function. So let me just talk a little bit about the syntax in case you don't use JavaScript regularly. At line 4, the Ajax function takes a single argument. You see the parens, and immediately inside the parens, you see a left brace. Down here is the matching right brace and the matching parens. The important thing is that brace, key value, key value, key value, where the key values are separated by colons, constitute an object in JavaScript. In effect, an object in JavaScript is just an instance of a map. The key value pairs can come in any order. In this particular case, you see the URL, the method, which is get, the desired data type, which is JSON, that's at line 5. At line 6, we specify JSON using the MIME type subtype syntax. The char set is UTF-8, so Unicode transmission format 8. 16-bit Unicodes will be sent as 2 consecutive 8-bit bytes. We're telling the browser, don't cache the page because we're going to be doing continual updates in any case. If this GET request is successful, this line 7 basically says call DisplayPreds, which is way back up at line 1. We'll look at that in just a moment. In case of error, all I'm going to do is log a message to the JavaScript console. Down here, this is really important. The set timeout function pauses for 5,000 milliseconds, so in other words, 5 seconds in between calls to fetch. So the polling occurs right here. Every 5 seconds, there's going to be a new call to fetch, and we're going to go back to the service and pick up any changes that happen to occur in the meantime. Now to line 1, the DisplayPreds function. What it does is, first, it cleans out the existing list. So if there's already a list of displayed predictions, it cleans that out at line 2. And then at line 3, we've seen code very much like this in the earlier JavaScript example. There's the iterator, which iterates over the JSON array, and for each element prints out as the next item in the unordered list who said the prediction, followed by a colon, followed by what the prediction is. Notice that there is absolutely no parsing here of anything. The jQuery is working directly with the JSON, which jQuery has nicely converted under the hood to a native JavaScript object, an array of predictions. And it's the kind of thing that one sees a lot of nowadays in websites. That is, HTML pages that have embedded JavaScript, and that JavaScript makes calls against services to pick up data.